to Sony. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sony predictions for this month, I guess, because we don't know if they will do anything this month, as far as we know. So I guess this is just for the rest. This is our predictions for what Sony might come out with this year, if they present it or not. Horizon Forbidden West was talked about this last week. They got a little presentation, but no release date yet. So I think I didn't actually get to play Horizon because I just didn't play a lot of PS4 games, and I kind of jumped on that a little bit later. And but I think I'm gonna start streaming that game relatively soon just to get prepared for Forbidden West, but Horizon Zero Dawn. But the just like how I did with Last of Us, I played it until like the very year it came out. Last of Us Part 2 came out. But nevertheless, open world game made by Guerrilla, the guys who made Killzone, and I know that franchise is probably dead now because Horizon's doing so well. But my prediction is that they will announce that it will be coming out 11/12. It will come out November 12th, and that is their game that will compete heavily against Halo for their console. So that's where I'm predicting November 12th release date. Ashton, you said that it will also come out on November 12th, but go ahead and I guess if you have anything you want to talk about with Horizons Forbidden West, sorry.
Not really anything. I'm not. I never played it. I didn't have a PS4. I'm not super interested in the second one, just because I have so many other games I'd rather be playing. Not to say that isn't a good game, because I mean, I've seen gameplay. I know it's a good game. It is. Looks fantastic. The second one looks pretty awesome. But it's just not what I'm looking for in a game right now.
Mm-hmm.
I also do see a lot of comparison between that. A lot of people are anticipating it comes out around the same time Halo Infinite does, and everybody's comparing the two games when they cannot be compared. It's apples to oranges. There were two very different games. So just I don't think it matters when that comes out in regards to Halo Infinite. So that's why I put it on the same day. Because those are nothing alike.
Yeah.
Very, very different games. So I feel pretty safe with saying November 12th. It just seems like a good time for them to just shoot that out. You know, I hope it does really, really well. I look forward to watching people play it.
Tyler, anything about Horizon Forbidden West?
It's I don't have a fucking PlayStation. I can't really sit here and like, oh, let's phone it in for content. No, I don't fucking know what's going on. And it looks cool though. Yeah, I thought the idea, like the plot of it, was fucking cool since the first one. Like, a world where we have robotic animals.
Yeah, it's a futuristic, but looks looks prehistoric, like primal.
Yeah, I don't know if you played it, but I think I know what happened. I think I saw somebody like fucking playing it, and like I was going to sleep for school, and I just woke up as they were like getting to, I guess, the climax or like some fucking big truth reveal. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think I know, like, it's interesting what I heard. But this one looks good, way better. Like, I mean, graphically and like cleaner than the first.
Yeah, it looks very pretty.
So like, I don't even think what was shown was 60 frames. I think it was 30. I think they went for like 4K 30 or some shit, because I was in a stream and they were debating about, like, why do 4K 30 when like 1440 60 would look way better.
PS5 doesn't support 1440.
They do not at the current moment in time.
But they have 4K?
Yeah. They have 4K.
That's ass backwards. I don't fucking get that one.
Yeah,
I know that.
I don't know how that works under the hood.
It just doesn't have that option.
Put together with fucking duct tape that time. That shit's fucking stupid. But whatever. Bottom line is, it looks clean. Pretty sure anybody who's excited to play it will have a good time. As for like, I guess like release name from here, I'm gonna go like holiday 2021. I guess
Okay, yeah,
if they can show us gameplay like that, that shit's almost got to be done.
yeah.
That's what I'm.
That's definitely seems like the big game for them this year.
Yeah, because well, I don't know if you're gonna bring this up about like God of War and shit. So I don't know if I want to step on your toes here.
It was on the list for us,
But
but
it got
obviously,
delayed.
it did get delayed
That's
as
what
a
I mean.
post
That's what I was
of
gonna
making
say.
this. Yeah, so we didn't.
That's got to be their big
that's-
game this year. If
Yeah,
it's
God of War is
and
definitely their big game in next year for sure. Because it was like, what else are you gonna do? And I think that's also part of the reason why they're probably not at E3 this year. Is just
Oh,
why waste your time? You know?
and since we're talking about God of War, can we talk about the fucking goblin that just fucking shit all over Alana Pierce?
Oh,
She's
what?
finally working
Oh,
on she's working on
yeah,
God of War.
she
And
works on at Sony. Yeah, at PlayStation. Yeah, of her
and some
Instagram
dude hit her up in
post.
the DMs. Yeah,
Yes.
that was fucking trash.
Yes, it is
Leave
horrendous.
devs alone, dude.
Yeah.
They don't deserve to be fucking harassed over that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up, man or woman.
Yeah, it was very much. For those that don't know, Alana Pierce, who used to work for IGN, who also used to work for Funhouse, has now moved on to Sony Santa Monica to work with the God of War team, and it's definitely that someone had sent her a very I'm not going to repeat any of the words, but it was horrendous of sexual explicits and
Nice.
and
Fucking
derogatory
stupid.
towards her being a woman in the industry, and it was not good in any way, shape, or form. But
Oh yeah,
the
this isn't her first time either. I
yeah,
mean, her
and
whole
she's
career
yeah
everywhere else too.
yeah because obviously it's it's tough for
So
her.
it's the girl's fault. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's essentially what a lot of people, like as you were saying, the trolls online blame, which is gross.
I
But
don't think that guy was a troll. I think he's just mentally ill.
if you're saying things like that, then yes, absolutely. But the so moving away from God of War, which we were kind of hoping that it was going to come out, but it makes sense
Yeah,
that
I was
they
gonna
move
get
on. Yeah, I still have not beat that game.
Yeah,
I have so many PlayStation games I have not beat.
My initial thing was like, what, New Year's Eve?
Oh, to play it and beat
Um,
it?
No, for its release.
Oh, yes, you said exactly December 31st, I believe. I'm trying to look at it here.
Man, aged like milk.
Yes. Yes, it did. You're very close. You're closer than I was. So, but no,
Do we count that or?
no, I don't think so. That's definitely not a game.
Damn it.
But let's talk about another PlayStation property that apparently is finding some new love with a lot of people. Is our little good old buddy Astrobot. Kicking it off with the VR system that it kind of PSVR had Astrobot with his little playroom thing, and then had we got little Astrobot demo thing for PS5 and for free
Which
with
was
the game.
way cooler than it needed to be.
Yeah, it kills your controller, but because it does everything that it possibly can do. But it's cool that there's like Astrobot's kind of picking up as another PlayStation icon, and that's the thing. That's the thing about PlayStation. They're good at making icons, and that little cute little robot. I think I'm predicting that we're gonna get a Astrobot game. Like we're gonna get a full-fledged. This is an Astrobot game coming to PS5. It's not a demo. It's a full-fledged. Yeah, I'd say $40. I'd say so $50 game for PS5. We need a nice little family game, and Sony's pretty good at doing that. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but something cute.
They need another platformer after Ratchet and Clank finally dies.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Which
Ratchet Clank finally does? Let's just come out with a fucking new one.
I know.
The
Ain't nowhere near
popularity
something
of
to
that,
come
the
out after it.
popularity after that, yeah.
Well, you never know
Yeah.
if they. I mean, I see Ratchet and Clank going on for at least 2 more games.
No, that's not what we're saying. The
you're-
popularity
yeah.
of the game that is coming out. It's gonna like the people are gonna buy it, and then they're not gonna. They're gonna play it, beat it, move on. That's kind of what we're saying. And then there needs to be another platformer
Until
to
the
kind of
next
fill
game
that.
comes out.
Yeah.
There'll be a platform
Yeah,
between.
Ratchet and Clank ain't going nowhere. That's too fan loyal of a game.
Well, it's not
They're
even
making
that.
it.
It's the reason why it's not going anywhere is for the fact that like they just like debuted a new character. You definitely can't go anywhere after you do that. That female Lumbax was not in the fucking original games. She's new.
Yeah, well, hey, don't say just because you introduce a new character, don't mean your game can't die. I've seen very many of those that do exactly
Like
that.
what? My
Well, I mean,
God.
hey, look, Gears of War ain't sitting too hot right now, but we'll
Gears
see.
of War is the same fucking copy paste of shit. That's why. No offense, it's good, but you gotta innovate.
Yeah.
Just like with a little bit of like Halo, but Halo
Mhm.
wasn't handled well too much either. And we all see where their characters are going. Probably all fucking dead.
But
As long as they die in a
okay.
good way, like they did in Halo Reach. That was tight. Everybody dies.
everyone dies.
Not Chief.
Everybody dies, dude.
Hey, Chief didn't die. What are you talking about?
In Reach, he wasn't in Reach.
He
At
was.
the very,
He
very,
actually
very
is.
end, if
He
you played it
is,
on the
yep.
hardened or the
That Pillar of
Legendary
Autumn
edition.
that you got out of there had him on it.
Yeah, he is on the ship.
You were meant to get Reach out of there. That device you were delivering was Cortana for Reach because Halo Reach predates 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, when you were leaving Reach. That was the thing. Okay, so yeah, but my prediction is we'll get an Astrobot game August, and I'm gonna say August 17th. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I think we'll get an August. I feel like they can crank one of those things out.
More than likely, yes.
We'll see. Dude, if they, I will buy it. I don't care. That demo was just fucking good.
Yeah.
He's a cute little dude, from what I've seen.
The gameplay was on point for me. So I'm gonna definitely buy that.
Yeah, and you predicted a October release for that.
Yeah, why not? You know? Because they initially weren't going to be making another one. Sony had no plans on doing anything like that. It was supposed to be a one and done deal, and then the fans really wanted it, so we'll see what happens.
Let's see here. Can you go ahead and read the next one on the list there?
Is it on yours? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whichever
okay.
one.
PSVR.
Yes.
The second
Speaking
one.
of VR games, the PSVR 2. I think now is a good time. We've had we've had a couple months. I know it's like very weird to kind of just throw that out there, especially since it's super difficult to even obtain the damn console in the first place. But nevertheless, I think that it would be it's definitely now a good time to maybe get that coming out here. I also predict that that Dreams will get its VR support, and I think that that's going to be the next thing. Because I always thought Dreams was going to get a VR. I thought they said it was getting VR, and
thought so.
And so I think that this would be kind of a cool time to get it. Upgrade it to the PS5 version. I didn't do that. And then yeah, give us that that VR goodness, the PSVR 2. And I think it's going to be priced at $250.
I went for the higher end on the $299.
$300. 300 bones. And I'm predicting October 22nd of this year. We're getting PSVR 2.
I think I had the same date. Yeah, same date.
And I'm gonna go with the fact, or go as what do you think is gonna be on this thing? Like, what do you think?
I think the big draw is gonna be that it's finally gonna be wireless.
Okay, yeah, especially with Oculus coming out with their thing and it's wireless.
And the Bluetooth I think is 5 or 6.0 on.
I mean,
Sony
uses Bluetooth with everything. I mean, didn't they? I almost think they created the
concept
of it.
I'm just saying, like, you know, they
not too out of the question, sort of thing.
Better opportunity, yeah.
Yeah.
Better. more of an opportunity to make it wireless this go around instead of tripping over your fucking cord. You get a little wild playing Beat Saber while really hammered. I don't
Exactly.
know if that's happened to anybody. Definitely not me. Definitely didn't fucking fall down while drunk. My parents
Yeah. My thing
didn't do
about
that.
that is if they're gonna do more VR stuff, they need to open up those mod supports. I mean,
I
I
agree.
just can't stand the fact that like because I have Beat Saber on PS5 that it is a watered down version of that game because it just doesn't have
Yeah.
the support.
Versus having like the Valve Index or something.
Yeah, and like you need to give me a reason to buy your console, and to me or your hardware, and to me that thing is not, hey, you can
It's
get
not
this
up to
thing,
snuff.
but you're not going to get the experience that everyone else is going to get when they do their thing.
Yeah.
And I know
The
that
accessibility and all that.
yeah, and I know that that's also a dev thing too, but it's like work with your dev. I mean, Microsoft did it with Bethesda. I know it's a different thing because obviously the guys that make Beat Saber is an indie studio as opposed to Bethesda being a double A studio. But to me, it's like if you're gonna do that, then you should be able to do like allow those companies to open up that market for themselves at least. But I know there's also licensing issues because a lot of people are doing, songs that are not
Yeah.
necessarily in the game and they don't have the licensing to it, but there's mod that they do it for. Like, there's mods
Hmm.
they get out there. But yeah, Tyler, what do you think about PSVR 2 coming possibly this year?
I think it could be really good because you're seeing like how like VR has like changed, especially like with Oculus. So know if you announce or you make it known that PSVR is coming back, you have to really hit it out of the park. I mean that's your biggest competitor.
Mm-hmm.
So I really do think that for people that enjoy it, it's gonna be a fucking hit. Really.
Yeah.
In the release date, fuck it, I can't put one to like that because it's like VR things are so finicky. Last minute changes here, last minute changes there. So can't really sit here and be like, oh, it'll come out this time.
Yeah. I guess I don't really know because they didn't really show anything off at the VR Tech conference either, which last year. So they're pretty in the dark about it. So we'll see.
Moving on. My wild card guess for PlayStation, other than the PSVR, is I think they're bringing back Gran Turismo. You gotta give me some Gran Turismo 7 in love. Give me a racing game, Forza Motorsport. As much as I mean, it's just almost. I understand for the esports people that Gran Turismo is obviously the played game that they do, and it's definitely more advertised than like Forza Horizon is or Forza Motorsport is, because there's just so much simulation in the what do you call it in the Turismo. But the thing is for me, it just has to do something, and like you got to bring that franchise to not die. I think the last time I checked, Gran Turismo 6 came out in 2016 or something way back when.
Wow.
So it's been a long time. They did come out with a game other than that. It was a VR game, and I think that came out around the time the PSVR came out, which would make sense because obviously it's a PlayStation game. But I'm just saying, you got to get a PSV. You got to get a car racing game to showcase your console, and I think, or a game to showcase your console graphically. And racing games do it so well, and
Yeah.
I think that
They
game
really
could
go
look
for that
really
realism
good.
look. So.
Yeah, and it could look great on the PS5. So I'm going to say Gran Turismo, and I'm saying that comes out this year, and I'm going to say July 27th.
That would be a good summer game.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is about summer, but like I feel like you're more down to play like those arcadey style games or racing games, something that I don't know. I don't know what it is about summertime, but just like the time of year that I feel like playing that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
What you said? Oh wait, that's not yours yet. Not that. Before we move on to that, what do you think of Gran Turismo 7 possibly coming there, Tyler?
I think it'd be an awesome surprise.
I played it. I played like the old ones with PlayStation. PlayStation 2, that is. 'Cause I still have them. I fucking sucked at it. I
I
don't
played it
know
on PSP.
Oh,
how. Fuck no. I'm playing racing. Okay, no. To be fair, I would say I'm not gonna play a racing game on PSP. The only racing game I ever played on PSP was Midnight Club, like Double Edition.
That was a
It
solid
fucking
game.
awesome.
Midnight
Yeah, my
Club,
mom
LA.
fucking loves that game. Like I don't know why. But like every time I play a fucking like any other game that's action packed, I crash into something. She jumps for me. I'm over here playing Apex, and she's ducking. I'm just sitting here like, all right, what the fuck is going on? But I gotta agree with you. I feel like it could be a good time to show off your graphics of your console because you know car shine, you get a little reflection, you know what the environment looking like. Hopefully, like if you do a Gran Turismo, I don't know like how the Gran Turismo was like up till now because I think the last one I stopped over like fucking 2. So you know, depending on what your environment looks like, 'cause the two I played, it was like you were stuck to a like an arena sort of thing, you know, like a stadium, like basically like NASCAR, like something meant for racing. Which you know, I think for a game like that, like racing games, like scenery is fucking everything. Even though I may not like say Forza or something, I do love how the fuck it looks. Like when you go places, like damn, this shit look kind of clean. So something to look forward to if you're into it. Shit, if I had the PlayStation, maybe I'd fucking get it, but I do not. And in terms of like release, I'm gonna say September of this year.
Okay. All right, Ashton, go ahead. Say your wild one.
I think Naughty Dog's gonna announce that they're working on a new IP.
Interesting. A
My
Naughty
wild
Dog
card.
IP. For those that don't know, Naughty Dog famous for making The Last of Us and Uncharted series.
The only thing I love Naughty Dog is a fucking Jack remaster.
Yeah, Jack and
If
Dexter.
there was a now, it's the perfect
Yeah.
time to do it because look at Ratchet and Clank. You can bring they're literally bringing back their old fucking mascots. And
That's
if
very
you
true.
announce Jack, it'll be just as he is putting Ratchet and Clank back or bringing Ratchet and Clank back. Like,
I
come
mean,
on,
it
you
could
can.
be
I agree.
that's a very good possibility, especially since you know that could come out with. It's not graphic heavy. You know, it's animated. You don't have to like
Mhm.
go super realism like how Last of Us and Uncharted have to be. You could be like, yeah, you know, it's just good. It's just a
Yeah, it was more
nice
on the
looking game.
cartoony
Nice,
side.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And yeah, I could it could be a good time for that. Jack and Dexter
that was my
being
shit.
Jack and
So
Dexter
sad
three, dude.
I broke
That
my
was
copy of Jack and Daxter too. I fucking hated it. Then I played just the game Daxter for my PSP growing up, and they have a
mm-hmm.
sequence in that game that's like basically Neo at the park in Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just Jack, you just Daxter, sorry, you just have a whole bunch of fucking people like trying to fuck your shit up. So I'd like either remasters or a whole new fucking or a whole new game. Cause I forgot how Jack and Daxter 3 ended. I had the racing game too. It's nice.
Yeah, so there you go. And when do you think that's what game you wrote down that the that a very obscure date the probably we will
yeah,
not go any farther then. But go ahead, Ashton.
yeah.
What's your take
I'd
on it?
say with like how long they work on games and when they announce them and they release them way fucking later. They tell you early in the development cycle
Yeah.
that they're working on a game. So I'm thinking whatever new game that isn't going to be Last of Us is going to be coming out will be in 2024.
Okay. There you go. I think that's it. Any final things for Sony?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
Tyler?
Fucking
Nothing? Okay.
no fucking Last of Us 2 remaster. Isn't that actually like happening?
It got a
around, like,
PS5 update a couple days ago. So
I don't know what's with fucking like Naughty Dog and then what's up with fucking like Rockstar, but just come on, dog.
at least
No pun intended. Let shit go.
yeah. I mean, at least they gave the PS5 update for free, unlike what Rockstar's doing
Rockstar,
with
bro.
the possibility of the PS5 and Xbox Series versions will be $70, and that to me is just fucking atrocious.
How many times am I gonna fucking pay for this shit?
Exactly.
You
I at
made
least
your
should
money
get
to
an
be fucking
upgrade deal or something like that. But I mean,
yeah.
still,
Just
like,
check if
Well,
you
give,
previously
I
owned it.
disagree because you know what? That shit already runs way better on PC. They're just bringing us up to the current version at that point. They shouldn't be charging for that.
No,
I mean, no. I feel like still no PlayStation or Xbox version probably like as good as it does on PC. I'll go out and say that.
Depends on your
Just for
PC.
that game.
If we're talking mid-range PCs, they already run better.
Yeah, mid-range PC. I'm not talking about mid-range.
For the price it is, yeah, you're not gonna get it anything. You're not gonna get close to an Xbox or a PS5. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it for Sony. If they ever do something, that's our predictions for the rest of the year for Sony. Hopefully they do a state of play and maybe save us from that. But we're kind of just chalking it, and we thought it would be fun to at least include them in here, even though they're not officially a part of E3. But yeah, we'll see. But we're moving on. Here, let me pick up my camera here. Yep, this is a camera. Put my fingers through here.
Work my diaphragm with this thing.
Whoa! My glasses.
Chill out, Velma.
It's all right. I shit my pants, but we're okay.